Hey there, everybody. Quick mic check. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me? Let's do a quick check here. So let me know in the chat if you can hear me, making sure. I had to change a few of my settings. Yes, no, maybe so. All right. I assume you'll tell me if you can't hear me. Okay. Hey, how's everybody doing? Happy Friday. A little bit of echo. That's not good. Let's see. I don't like that. Why would I be getting that? Okay. I don't know why this would be echoey. Okay. Okay, well, I'll have to, hopefully you can, hopefully it can, hopefully we can make it work. And I will fix this for next time. But anyway, we're here, Workout Wednesday. We're going to do some, we're going to do a little bit of dynamic axis, which is going to be pretty interesting. It's a newer feature released in 20 something or other. It's a newer feature, and we're going to use Hans Rosling's famous visualization as the inspiration for this, and then as you can see here in the GIF, we'll be able to select a portion of marks, and then as you can see, the dynamic axis range will zoom in essentially dynamically, right? So it's bearable. I appreciate it, Alan. Again, I apologize for the AV issues, but I will figure this out, and then hopefully it'll be ready for next time. So, all right. Yeah. Let's just get right into it. What do you say? Let me open up here. Let's see. We need to go get the data. So let's go do that. So we'll log into data.world. And download all. Sure. Okay, download. Let's bring this over here. There we go. All right, let's look at. All right, how do we need to do some data prep here? Probably not data prep, probably just doing some relationships on country, I would assume. So let's figure that out. What do you say? All right, let's go into Tableau here. Let's connect to data. It's probably Microsoft Excel, not CSVs. No, it is CSV. Oh. There's a little bit of everything. So there's CSV and... Okay, so we will connect to CSV. So we'll connect to text file. Actually, probably what we need to do. Well, we're just gonna wing it, right? So here's our folder of data. We have population. And we know that we're going to have life expectancy. Oh, I need to, we're going to bring that back. We're going to do settings, and we're going to go here, and we're going to do field names are in first row. There we go. And we'll bring out, so that's population. We'll bring out life expectancy. And let's see what else. We're probably going to need to do that on that one too. Yep. So a little bit of cool stuff here. Country. And what do we have over here? Country. So we know that we're going to be also, this is wild. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Well, we know what we're going to be doing on this. We know we're going to be doing this on country. So let's do country. Let's do country. But I think we're going to need, because all of these are years, we need to pivot each one of these. We need to pivot these. So, whoop. So we'll highlight here, and we will pivot. And country, year, population. We'll need this to be a number. That's already a number, so that's good. Life expectancy, we gotta do the same thing. All right. Now I really hope, I really hope that this doesn't. So let's do, I guess it won't really matter, right? Because then we'll need to add, yeah, okay. So let's pivot this again. Yeah, so you see how I get these. So let's see what happens if I just change this to a number. Will it extract the number? No, it won't. So let's change it back to a string. And let's create a calculated field off of this. And the good thing is, we'll call this year. And it'll be the integer of left 4. And we'll make this actual year. Okay, year of life expectancy. So there we get that. And it's in there that. And then we can hide this field because we don't need it anymore. We'll go back to our relationship and we will add year as, okay, so we need to do it here, which is going to be int year. Oh, I have it right here. Okay, interesting. It's just not in that. Valid. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. So what we'll do here is we will do the integer left of. Okay. So this is interesting. I'm learning a little bit here. Let's go back. Go back. So we do need them. We can't hide it yet. All right. We need to do year, and this will be int left of pivot table names for. And it looks like that has worked, and now I believe we'll be able to hide this, and that still works. Let's see, now we got to do the same thing for income. And we probably need to do, yeah, field names are in first row. So we got a little bit of do a bit of we got to do a bit of this. Do a little bit of data prep, right? So let's see what else. We know that we're going to be doing this on country, right? And one thing that I do want to check real quick is, so we've got, I'm just going to do a little quick little preview of these tables that we're doing. So we know that that's the life expectancy, that's the income, right? And then we have these data. Oh, okay, so this is like, oh, low income, and then, okay. All right, I wonder if we'll need any of that. Let's look at the example again. So we just need to know, okay, that's what we need to know. We need to know which region, right? So that's what we need the data, that's what we need the country geographics for. Okay, cool. That's what I just wanted to check that we actually needed all the data in there. Okay, so we've got country related here. We've got to do the same thing here. We've got to go here and we need to pivot everything, all of our years. So we'll go here and we'll pivot. Just like that. That's still a string, but now that we're here, we can add a field. We're going to do it on year, and we're going to do the same thing we just did. We're going to do it on int left. Oh no, we don't need to. Because you can see here I don't have that, but I do need to change it to an integer. So that's what we'll do. So we'll do pivot names. Okay. Like that. And then what we can do is we can change this to a whole number. Change this to year. Right? It already exists, so we got to rename it to something. Rename to year, and this is income. Okay, now, for the purposes of this, one thing whenever you get into, so before I go and make this an extract and start building everything, I'm going to rename this too. This is income per person. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, before I do my extract, before I start building, I'm going to bring out, so I have, and actually what let's build this, we're going to build this data model here together. So I also know that I'm going to need a Excel file, and I'm going to need that. So here's a quick little thing. I do want this to be the root table, and then I want everything else to be so list of countries. Do that. So I want, let's look at this table here. So let's go back and let's look at this again. And so we want the name, right? That's what we want. We want the name. We want name to country. So here we're going to have country, and this is going to be name. And I believe that's all we're going to need. And I think I want all of this to be, I'm going to swap with root. Yeah. So this is going to be here, and then this is going to be here. So one of the good things to do whenever you're doing relationships and or joins, this is just good data model best practice. One, we need to validate that everything's right. So I'm going to go to geo table. Where is it? list of countries. We know that name. All right, so we have all of our here. We're going to bring out, and then from there, right, we have population on that. So let's make sure that we have all years populating through. We don't have any nulls. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for nulls. Okay, and then all we need, so we brought out a field from our population table. We brought out a table from our name table, from our countries table, population table. Now let's make sure that we have pivot table about, yeah, I actually need to rename that to life expectancy. So we're going to bring out, and then we'll just bring out, and again, make sure, right? Now, we do have a null name here. And are they all? No, they're not. Okay, so what are we missing here? Named country, and then I have country and year, and then country and year. While I'm here, I'm going to rename this to life expectancy. So let's figure out what is something that is, and average, is this going to change? Yeah, it is, okay. So let's look at this data here. So there's two countries that are not, tying out. So let's clear this. So for life expectancy, let's do from our list of countries, let's do name here, and let's do country here. Okay, so that's getting us there. We don't have any nulls here. That's good. Well, let's see. We have, okay, so we do miss one here, right? So you can see here I have 187 rows here, but whenever I bring out name, it's going to go down to 185. And that's not what we want. So, there it is. So, we have some, so I changed, this is, we're getting into data modeling and data structures. So, yeah. So so if I go look for, I've never even heard of Holy See. Let's do a filter. I mean, does that even? No, that's what it's saying, is there is no anything for Holy See. But I bet if we find I bet if we search for Hong Kong, we'll find something here. No? Okay. So let's get rid of this. Oh, that's the, yeah, that's what I'm thinking here, right? So, do we care about the nulls? That's going to be our next question. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to guess that we are not going to care about that. So I think we should be, but now what we should definitely do, so we have our list of countries. We have, if we go back and look at the example, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need the 8 region, right? Let's see, latitude, longitude, new and member, World Bank, lower, middle. I think that's really all we need. Income, life expectancy, population. Yeah. All right. So we just need these fields from. So let's hide everything except for the name and the 8 region column. So what we're doing here is we're just going to clean up our data model a little bit. Right? And population total, again, we don't need the country because we're going to be using country. Hold on, let's think about this. If all we need is, I think we do want this to be, whoa, I do think we want this to be our root. Yeah. Because we'll base everything off population, the population table. So and that'll make things easier. We can just do this as we can hide this. So the only thing we're going to be bringing in from the list of countries is the region, the life expectancy. We don't need country because we're bringing it in. We're bringing country in from, and we're relating it on the population total. So we'll hide it from this table. We're also going to hide year because we're also bringing year off of that, right? So we don't need that either. We're also relating that. So let's hide that. And then we have our value, and then we'll do the same thing here, right? We'll hide both of these. So we have income per person, life expectancy, and then we have country and year, and then we have this population here, right? So we are only, and then what I also like to do is I'm gonna rename my table names for what they actually are. Okay, so this is rename. This is TB dot population. TB dot income. TB dot region. TB dot life expectancy. There we go. All right. So now let's go ahead and create that extract so that we'll just have it done. Let's go to sheet 1, let it create the extract. I think we should be good to go now. All right. So we're going to do life expectancy over income. Life expectancy over income, right? Life expectancy income. And then we're going to have country. Yep, country here. Country on detail. So we got that for every region. That doesn't look right, does it? Let's get back to, oh, the other thing we need to do is put year on filter. And I think what we did is we filtered to just 2024. It's because I didn't select anything. There we go. There we go. Let's see what this looks like now. I guess we'll go down here. 2024 for each country. I know we're going to do region here. One color. This will be circle. I think we're doing hue circle. And we're going to do population, right? Yeah, population on size. Okay, so 2024, I've got 70.5. Yeah. My view does not look like that. So I wonder if I'm missing something from the filtering, maybe? 3 sheets. Relate all 4 data sets using country and year. Yep. Create a scatter plot showing life expectancy and income per GDP, size by population. Create a region filter. Add a viz and tooltip for all those other things to show the change in country by country only. Dynamic. Create the dynamic axis range. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's do, all right, 11 nulls, filter out the data. Nah, let's just hide it. We don't need to filter anything out. Let's just hide it. There we go. And we're doing to 1. But I'm, okay. Luxembourg, Europe West. I wonder why she's got us filtering down. She's filtering out this outlier here. Or not filtering, but we're losing it because the dynamic, she said to change, she said to put the dynamic axis range from 100,000 to 0 as the default and 0 to 100 as that. So anything that falls outside of that, which is cutter, is going to be dropping out from that. But it's okay. Oh, life expectancy from 0, yeah. Oh, 500 income, yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, so we'll do 500 to 100,000. Done that. Life expectancy 0 to 100. Mine is not as straight as that. Is there a population filter? Nope. All right. Well, let's bump up the general size of these, and let's decrease opacity so that we see overlap. Okay. All right. Well, let's figure out. Let's do the. All right. Let's do this. Let's do create parameter. This is going to be LE max. And that's going to be, the current value is 100. And we'll do create parameter LE min. That's going to be a float, and that's going to be 0. Next, we'll do another parameter. We'll create 2 more parameters for income. Nope, not calculated field yet. Parameter. And this is income max. And we're going to start it at 100,000. Create another calculated field called income min. And that's going to be at 500. Okay. So I wonder if I remove this and I remove that and I do this life expectancy custom. Yeah. So I'm coming in here to do custom range, right? You can see here I'm doing custom range, and I'm gonna. So my start is going to be life expectancy min, and my max is going to be LE max. Yeah, and you can see that it increased just like that. So that's cool. Love that. And then we're just going to do the same thing here. Edit the axis, and we're going to do custom and income min and income max, like that. Okay, so that's good. And now what we need to do is create a couple of parameter actions. Let's think about this. How do we do that? So I'm going to need some sort of a calculation. Well, yeah, no. Change parameter. Target parameter is the LE min. The source field is sum of life expectancy, and we want the minimum. Set the current value to 0 when the selection is cleared. And this is going to be set LE min. So essentially what I'm thinking here, the aggregation, this is similar to how we do, like essentially what's going to happen if I'm thinking of this. Well, let's see if it works first, and then I'll tell you what my theory is behind why this is working or how you can think about this. So let's set LE min. Let's go ahead and create our others. So this is going to be set LE max. And it's going to be the max. It's going to be sum LE. And it's going to be max. Set the value to 100. And we'll do set income min as the minimum 500. Set income max All right. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to highlight a few of these. Hooray! Look at that. Okay, so how is this working? What's happening? Why is this working? So the way that you can think about these parameter actions. All right, so I can see now, and I hover, and I get to see all the detail. I can see that these are still selected because I have that black outline on each mark that is selected. Great. Now whenever I select, when I deselect these marks, anywhere in the white space, I should see it go back to our default view. Yes! Right? All right. So let's talk about why this is working, or how you can kind of think about this in the background, like in Tableau speak, in Tableau terminology, what's happening. So, and I'll just choose one here. But the way that you can think about this, the way that you can think about what's happening here, the same way we think about reference lines, right? Source field, aggregation. These are set up very, very similar to window reference lines. And a reference line is nothing more than just a computed window function. So think about how we set up our window functions. If we're think about whenever we're creating a calculated field and we're doing like window sum or window min or window max or window average, right? If you think about that, we have the table calculation, which is on the outside, and it is window max or window min or something like that, right? That's what this aggregation is. Think about this as window underscore all of these different, right? Window sum, window average, window min, window max, window median, all those kinds of things, right? And then inside of that window function, when we're creating a calculated field, we have to put some measure and we have to aggregate it. That's right here, right? So that's what you can essentially think of how these dynamic access ranges, parameter actions are working, right? So it's going to take the window minimum of the window minimum of the aggregated life expectancy. So that's how it's, and then it's doing that, and then it's doing so we're doing 4 of those at the same time, right? We're doing it for the min, the max of both of our measures. So that's how we get 4. So that's really cool. So yeah, now, when we do that, now, let's talk about some of the drawbacks of dynamic access ranges in this first release. MVP, it's a wonderful MVP release of a feature. I love it. I'm excited about it. It does have room to grow. Because if you look at this, I'm just going to select, if I just select, I'll just select some, and I want to show you why I don't think it, okay, perfect. So you can see here that India and China, I believe are those 2 countries, the 2 biggest bubbles, are my min and max range. So watch what happens when I do this. Okay, it wasn't China, it was something else. But look at what happened with India, right? It's still in the view, but it's a half circle, right? Why is that, do you think? The reason for that is because we set the access range to be that value. And so what happens is, it puts that value, and we don't have that same buffer right now with dynamic access ranges, and it's only available in, you can only select parameters as your dynamic custom ranges. You can't base it off of a calculation yet, is what I've seen. I keep seeing that word yet, which means maybe someday, hopefully someday, I don't know. But, well, anyway, we'll figure that's why it's working. So it's working the way it's intended. It's splitting that. It is putting that, and as you know, right, with circles, right, the center of a circle the center of a circle mark in Tableau is that mark's value. It's one of the pitfalls that we talk about with using circle marks, is that like whenever you think about bullet charts or rounded bar charts, is the precision is lowered, right? It does not have as much precision as a bar chart because the area kind of inflates the actual range of where that dot is. So anyway, that's for another video. So anyway, this is working. This is working beautifully now. So what we need to do now is we need to go figure out. We need to go figure out how to make this Vision tooltip. So this is our bubble chart. So now what we'll do is we'll do year, continuous, and we'll do, we'll just do income per person. So this is income. We'll drop region on here. Yeah. No. So we'll duplicate this. I'm thinking out loud here, or I'm thinking quietly, not out loud. I'm not thinking out loud. I'm doing the opposite of that. All right, year. I'll show you what I'm thinking here in a minute, but we'll get there. All right, 1918, huge drop in life expectancy. Was that because of World War I? Could be, right? It looks like both of these dips are World War I. And initially I thought potentially Spanish flu, because that was also happening around the same time, but because of this same dip in 1944, I'm going to guess these are World Wars aftermath. And even here, you don't even see anything. Well, it looks like maybe this Gapminder data hasn't been updated since 2018, because it gets pretty smooth here. Which leads me to believe that is correct. All right. Anyway. So this is life expectancy. And the last one is population. Huge increase. It's crazy. All right. So we'll do population here. All right. So let's think about this here. So let's go back here. Let's go here. Let's add our sheets. So we have income. Now she said we only want this, right? So we want to add a Vision tooltip to show the range, to show the change over time by country only. We don't need to go create special filters or anything like that. All we have to do is change this parameter here within the Vision tooltip sheet. Right now it's going to filter on all fields, means and year is one of those fields, and we don't want that. So what we're actually going to do is we're just going to do it on country. And it's actually a lowercase c. All right, so it needs to be that field right there. We'll get rid of that. Let's just make sure this is working. So it is. You can see the Vision tooltip is changing, which is nice. As we're seeing all years, but it is changing for that. Great. Now, so let's go in here and let's add our, and I think what I'll do is, I want the width to be a little larger, but I think maybe 200. So let's do that. So let's do income. Let's do LE 500 by 200, and our fields will just be country. I don't know why I did that. And then we'll have population. Whoop. Down here, population. 500 by 200. And we want just country as the filter. There we go. Click OK. Now we're good. All right. And there's our stuff, which is good. I don't know. It might have been Spanish flu. Like I'm looking at. Well, I don't know, because there's another. It's interesting. Like there is a consistent dip in 1918 for all of these countries. So I'm going to guess that 1918 was the Spanish flu epidemic that happened. So I would like to see like updated data to see if the I'd like to see updated to see if the COVID epidemic or pandemic also caused that as well. But anyway, getting ahead of myself. Okay. Let's see. Income. Yep. So that's what we need to do now. Let's because as you can see here, you can see that the lines of. So what we need to do is let's create a. I'm going to create a set, and I'll just India for now will be in the set, country set, yeah. If country set, well, what would happen if I just drag that on there? I get all of those. Maybe I don't, yeah, I was going to say I thought I maybe needed a set action, but I don't think I need to with this, because if I had multiple lines, but I'm only showing one line, which is a country, and that country is, yeah, I should be good here. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Yeah, that worked. Good deal. I was trying to make that harder than I needed to. All right, so let's rename this to region. Let's edit the aliases here. Africa North. Africa Sub-Saharan America North, America South, Asia West, East Asia Pacific, Europe East, Europe West. And now all of those are good. I have one null here. Okay. Is that the only? Keep only. 2 Eswatini and North Macedonia. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just, for the sake of this, I'm just gonna exclude those. All right. Let's see. Now, oh, do we have? Yeah, those are all right. And that is upper. So let's do create a calculated field, region, which is going to be upper regions. And then we'll do a new, what? 3 sheets, okay. Oh. Do I just, instead of doing that, I do this? Income per person, life expectancy, yeah. And population. All right. right, so let's get rid of this. Oh yeah, I gotta go here, Now, I will get rid of that. And I'll have to make this a little bigger. There we go. I don't think it needs to be that high. What's 400 look like? It's getting better. Could it be 300? Nope. Could it be 300? No, it can't be 300. It's got to be 400. Whoop. There we go. All right, love that. So now we can get rid of this. So this is VIT. And we can hide that sheet. Next, we'll do region on text and color. And we'll make this Tableau bold, 12, entire view. Well, now look at that. All right. Fine. What we'll do here then, I'll go here and I'll edit this and I'll just do a upper replace. If I find an underscore, replace it with a space. And close my parenthesis. There we go. Hide that. Hide this. Format, no row divider. There we go. No tooltip. There we go. 1, 2, 3. What else do we need? I don't know. She said how many sheets? 3 sheets. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So bubble chart, vision tooltip, regions. Let's put it on a dashboard. 800 by 800. Blank. Nope. Vertical. 20 pixels of padding. Text box. Wow, 2024. Week 2. Nope, 3, right? Are we in week 3 already? We are. Dynamic axis ranges. Drag and select. This will be Tableau semi-bold and make it large. Make it dark. Tableau book. No. Yeah, Tableau book is good. Alright, Tableau book. 12. What did we say? Drag and select. Drag and select marks to zoom in. And deselect to zoom out. regions. Get rid of that, and then we'll do edit the height of this. Let's go in here and let's drop the size of this. And let's make these centered. There we go. There we go. All right, that looks good to me. And do we want to have? What do you think? Should we have a? Should we add this as a filter? Let's go ahead and do that. And now when we select on West, there we go. Done. Make sure our parameter actions still work. They do. Awesome. So there you go. Neat. I enjoyed that. That was fun. So that's what we do here at Workout Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Sorry about the audio. I will work on that and see if I can get it fixed. A couple of announcements. Obviously, we'll be here next week doing the same thing for Workout Wednesday week 4. However, there's also a new Workout Wednesday, or there's also a new Data to Dashboard live stream that I'm doing on Tuesday afternoons at noon Central Time. So do that time zone switch for yourselves. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is Makeover Monday this Tuesday, and then we're going to alternate Tuesdays between Makeover Monday and Back to Viz Basics. So, so we got Data to Dashboard on Tuesdays, Data to Dashboard on Fridays, every single week. My name is Sean Miller, Hipster Viz Ninja. Like the bubble says, we are data people. Go forth and viz. All right. Okay. So what's happening? Can you? No?